Hi everyone, my name is Siobhan Simister, and today I'll be sharing with you guys the impact of fake news on public trust in journalism. First off, let's start with a little introduction before deep diving into this issue. Fake news, in case you're not familiar, refers to false or misleading information presented as news. It's often spread through media outlets or social platforms, and it can seriously damage the reputation of individuals and journalism as a whole. But how exactly does fake news affect public trust in the media? Let me show you. According to a CNN business article written by Ahiza Garcia, there has been several fake news stories that reach millions of people's stories. Like, for example, thousands of fraudulent ballots for Clinton were uncovered. Megan Keller was fired after she endorsed Clinton, and Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clark is a KK member. These stories weren't true at all, but they fooled tons of people. In some cases, news anchors even had to apologize for things they never actually did. These kinds of stories spread confusion, fear, and anger, and they make it harder for the public to know who or what to believe. But it doesn't stop there. A 2022 article from The Conversation highlights something even more troubling. Fact-checking itself can sometimes backfire. Instead of rebuilding trust, it can actually lower people's confidence in the media, especially when fact checks are seen as biased or politically motivated. This creates a situation where even truthful corrections are doubted. So, how do we move forward? According to Global Voices journalist and human rights defender Aidan White, he believes the path to restoring trust relies on ethical journalism, transparency, and a focus on truth rather than profit. Journalists need to show the public that their job is to inform, not to mislead. Meanwhile, the journalist resource points out that digital literacy is key. Teaching people how to recognize fake news and verify sources can empower them to be smarter, more careful consumers of information. This is especially important in a time when misinformation spreads so quickly. And finally, Poynter emphasizes that journalists have a messaging problem. Many people don't understand how real journalism works. So reporters need to do a better job of explaining their process, how they gather facts, verify sources, and correct mistakes. When the public understands that process, they're more likely to trust it. So to wrap all of it all, fake news isn't just frustrating, it's harmful. It breaks down our trust in reliable information, divides us, and weakens the role of journalism in a democratic society. But by promoting digital literacy, holding media to higher ethical standards, and encouraging transparency, we can push back misinformation and help rebuild trust in the media. Thanks so much for listening, and remember, always double check before you share.